Hello, my name is Rachel. I live in Staffordshire. This is video one of very many that I'm going to do. As you can see, I am at home. I am in my dressing gown because it is 25 to 1 in the morning. It's officially Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all those moms out there, including me. I'm a mom to 2 boys and I absolutely love it. My video blogs basically are going to be about anything and everything, so if you have got any questions, just list them below and I will try and get back to you and obviously answer them as best as I can. My first topic on the horizon is relationships and the variety of relationships we have with ourselves, each other, moms, dads, aunts, sisters, uncles, brothers, you name it. We have them in different ways, shapes and forms. My relationship of 3.5 years broke down nearly a week ago, and it came to a sudden abrupt standstill. I'm not going to go into any details, but all I can say is that we had the grass is greener syndrome. Not on my part, I'm happy to say it was on his part, and unfortunately it has backfired. Not to put too fine a point on it, I found out details and you can draw your own conclusions as to what's happened there. Basically, my view on relationships and everything is that you have to have what's called a law of attraction, and in that law of attraction you have what's called shifting plates. Shifting plates very similar to the plates you have in the earth, and when those plates move you get earthquakes. So basically you're looking at, like, there's your plates, relationship plates. They move, bang. You have arguments, you have fights, you have people, the two people together in the relationship change, they become irritated with one another, you get the two people and they're bye-bye, separate ways. Shifting plates, it's not an actual term as such, and it's not a real thing, it's just something to describe the law of attraction. So think back to the beginning of your relationship. You've got boy meets girl, girl meets girl, boy meets boy, whichever. We live in a very diverse and unanimous society today, so relationships happen all over the place. You get two people that meet one another, you get the chemistry, the chemicals in your brain start reacting, start fusing, and you think, wow, I really like this person. Two people, boom, chemistry. A few months down the line, everything's going great. You love being with this person, you love spending time with this person. After a while, you start noticing things about this person, whether you choose to ignore them, whatever. We all have flaws, we all have irritating habits. And yes, I can sit and I can hear you all say, no, I don't. We all do. None of us are perfect whatsoever. We all have flaws, we all have irritating things, as I said. And I'm going to say something to you now, that if you are in a relationship at the moment, my advice, which is something that I have actually contemplated doing and done this week, is to sit down and write a pros and cons list, and that's 3. One for yourself, one for your partner, and one for your relationship. And if you come up with more cons than you do pros, then it's time to take a long hard look about the situation you're in, the relationship you're in, the person you're with, and make a decision as to whether to leave and do something about your life. Now, my relationship, I thought, was the whole soul core of my life. How wrong I was. I miss that person. I do miss him, because he was a central focal point of my life for a long time. But I've seen a different side to him that I actually don't like. I don't like who he is now. I don't like who he's turned into. I don't recognise who he's turned into. He isn't the man I fell in love with 3.5 years ago. And in a way that's really sad, because yes, people change, they do change. Nobody stays the same forever. If we all stayed the same, it would be pretty boring, and it'd be a boring world to live in. But usually people change for the better when they're in a relationship, but he didn't. And as I said earlier on, we had the grass is greener syndrome. and unfortunately the grass isn't greener on the other side. Without sounding rude, the grass is greener, but it's fertilised by bullshit. I'll leave you to draw your own conclusions on that one. So going back to the plates shifting, etc. If you find yourself not being a good person around the person you're with, so if you find you've changed but for the worse, get out, go somewhere else. I've spent this last week not only doing things for work, my job, but also contemplating, okay, this person isn't in your life anymore, and unfortunately where I live I haven't got any family. I've got my best friend who lives half an hour away, but I haven't got any family, and the only family I have got live miles and miles and miles and miles and miles away. So it's me and me only. Now, the first relationship you need to combat is the relationship with yourself. If you can learn to love yourself, and I don't mean in a cocky like, yeah, I'm such a cool person kind of way. I mean love yourself as in you are comfortable in the skin you're in. You are happy every morning you wake up, you look in the mirror and you go, yeah, do you know what? I'm happy with myself. I feel confident. I feel like this is going to be a good day. If you love the aspects of your own personal life, your job, your career, whether you have any children, things like that, and how your life is, and how your life's going in the direction it's heading, if you're happy with that, then you focus on the relationship with yourself, and that's exactly what I've been doing this week. I've shifted that focus back onto myself, and I've thought, do you know what? I don't need that person in my life to make me complete. The only person I need is me, the person that's looking back at me at this screen now. Yes, it is lonely at the moment, but you know what? I've got so many amazing opportunities. I've got so many doors that are now starting to open again because I've picked up things that I put down 3.5 years ago and thought, oh, I don't need that now. I don't need to do that. But you know what? Actually, yes, I do need to do that because that's something I was into before he came along. And I gave up so much for him. And now I think, well, do you know what? Stuff you. You're lost, mate, not mine. That's the way I look at it. As I said, we're coming on for nearly 8 minutes on this video now, so I'm not going to bore you anymore. This is only video 1, so it is sort of like a trial video. I will be putting, hopefully, weekly videos up, and I will be covering all sorts. I'm going to be covering diets, I'm going to be covering food, I'm going to be covering parenting tips, parenting skills, more relationship advice, because I must add as well that over the years I've given relationship advice to my friends and close relatives, and it has always been bang on the letter, and they come back to me and they say, that piece of advice you gave me really worked, and it really helped my situation and it helped me as a person. It's just a shame I can't apply the same to my own personal relationships, but we can't have it all, can we? So if you do want to listen to my videos, then by all means do. Please, please, can I ask you, don't leave any negative, vile comments, alright? They will be removed and you will be reported. There is no need. If you don't like what I'm saying, just move on. Go on to the next video, whatever. But I'm asking you, please, politely, do not leave any negative feedback or comments or anything. Because I'm trying to just give a little bit back to the community and give a little bit back to the world and be that better person. Okay, so I'll leave you with that thought. I will be back. I hope you all are okay. I wish you all a lovely Mother's Day if you are a mom, or even if you are a single dad. Happy Mother's Daddy Day if you like. Take care, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. See ya.